Buddha said life and death. Ashamed. Today, we will explore together Buddha's wisdom on worshipping kings. The true meaning of worship. It's not whether the deceased can know. It's about the compassion and wisdom of the living. Transform thoughts into action. In this video, we will uncover these seemingly simple but profound questions. Can worship really be passed on to deceased relatives? In the Buddha's education, the true value of worship is not in form. It is the beliefs and good deeds of the living. Have you ever felt sorry for a loved one who has passed away? With deep thoughts, even confused, can worship be answered? In the following content, we will reveal together the answer that Buddha brought to us. Helps you understand more clearly the deep connection between life and death. Beneath the Buddha's throne, the mighty Maudgalyayana. He was among the many disciples of the Buddha, famous for being the #1 superhero, able to understand the 6 realms of reincarnation, know the past and the future. However, even with such extraordinary abilities, he also had a question that puzzled him. After death, can you know the worship of Yongjian's relatives to them? This question, it's not just Maudgalyayana's personal confusion. It is a knot in the hearts of countless people for thousands of years. He's like a mystery. Haunt people's hearts. Lingering. To talk about the origin of this problem, also from a man named Non, the rich woman of Tu said, it was during the Buddha's gaze. In the land of Capricorn, Nantuo, he was born into a very prominent Brahmin family. His father was a well-known local scholar, proficient in temple Faituo, knowledgeable. There are orphan scholars from all over the world who come here. Ask him questions. He also always warmly received these scholars. Exchange knowledge with them. And Non-Po's mother. He was a devout Buddhist monk. She has a heart of mercy. Always keep a weekly diary. Those who are poor. It has a good reputation in the local area. So full of wisdom and it is difficult to grow up in a compassionate family atmosphere. Like a seed that has absorbed sufficient nutrients. Thrive. He not only inherited his father's wisdom, with a brilliant mind, deeper influenced by the mother, have a compassionate heart. Every time a monk from Fang comes to avenge, he always carefully prepares the best offerings. Treat these monks with respect. And when the neighborhood is in trouble, he's never stingy. Always generous. Reach out. In local, Non-Po's good deeds were widely praised. Everyone has great respect for him. However, fate is often impermanent. A sudden plague, like a relentless storm, swept through Nonda's family. Unfortunately, his parents were one after another in the plague. His death left him only a large fortune. This sudden change let the man suffer a huge blow. He was devastated, drowning in sadness all day. Wash your face with tears. After losing his parents, Nantuo, often sitting alone in the courtyard, looking at my parents before they died. The Bodhi tree planted by the hand is in a daze. That Bodhi tree witnessed the bit-by-bit relationship between him and his parents, carrying his countless memories. Every time I see this tree, the dark faces of his parents will come to his mind. Small appearance, remembering the warm times when the family used to be together. In the dead of night. Silence. Nanda's thoughts. It always floats back to the moment before my mother's death. A mother's weak but loving voice. It's still ringing in my ears. Treat others with compassion. Do things with wisdom. This sentence is like a heavy exhortation, deeply engraved in Nanchuo's heart. To complete a mother's heart, may the man be strong. Trying to get over the pain. He decided to continue to inherit the kindness and compassion of his parents. Persist in the cause of doing good deeds. He took half of the family's estate without hesitation. Donated to the local sperm society. I hope these properties can be used. Aid those in need. Bring them warmth and hope. Since then, every festival, men will carefully prepare sacrifices. Sacrifice for parents. He will go to the market early. Select the freshest fruits. Offer the cleanest tribute. Light the finest sandalwood. During the sacrifice, he will be in a very religious mood. Tell your parents about your thoughts and blessings. At night, he often sits alone in the courtyard, looking at the curling cigarette quietly, silently praying. Parents can find peace in another world. Happiness, but as time goes by. The doubts in Nanchuo's heart are getting deeper and deeper. He started thinking, I worship my parents so devoutly. Can they really know in another world? Over the years, the support they make for their parents. Does it make sense? This problem is like an unsolvable knot. Haunted him day and night. Make him fidget. It even affected his daily life. In Nanchuo, I was so overwhelmed by this question. He heard the news. Buddha's disciple, Venerable Muji Unlian, painting nearby. Muji Unlian is famous for his supernatural powers. It has a high reputation in Buddhism. He can know the past and future of the six paths. There was a glimmer of hope in Nanchuo's heart. He thought maybe the Venerable Mugunlian can solve this doubt in your heart. So on a quiet morning, Nanchuo was anxious and expectant. To the spirit of Murdoch's patronage. After he met Muji Unlian, salute respectfully. Then put the confusion in your heart. I told him everything. After listening to Nanchuo's story, Muji Unlian, and I thought about it. There was a serious look on his face. Because of this problem, in fact, it used to trouble himself. He said slowly, that's a question that we should really think about. I have had similar confusion. Why don't we go and ask the Buddha for advice together? Listen to the teachings of the Blessed One. That afternoon, Muji Unlian and Nantu come together to Kyuwon Economic and Social Society. At this time, the Amazing Fate Society was full. Buddha is preaching to the four disciples. The Buddha's voice was calm and wise. Like a spring breeze. It nourishes the hearts of every disciple. Seeing Mu Junlian and Nantuo arrive, Buddha nodded slightly. It is explained by Mu Junlian. Mu Junlian walked forward and saluted respectfully. Then he said, Master, disciple is puzzled by food and clothing. I would like to request your start. After a person dies, worship and offerings made by relatives in the world. Can the deceased know? Is this worship really useful? After the Buddha listened to Maudgalyayana's question, a kind smile on his face, he said gently, "Good is good, good is good. Maudgalyayana, it's good that you can raise this question for all beings. Let me ask you this. There are mothers who do not love their children." Maudgalyayana replied without hesitation, "A mother's love for her children is as deep as the ocean. No mother doesn't love her children." The Buddha then asked, "Did you know that? Although a mother deeply loves her children, but when children travel far away, the mother can sense it. Does your child miss you?" Maudgalyayana thought for a moment. He shook his head and said that this may be difficult to know. And the Buddha nodded and said, "Okay. The living are still so. What about the dead? Life and death are separated by yin and yang. The living do not yet know the thoughts of distant relatives. What's more, people who have passed away." After listening to the Buddha's words, thoughtful. But then he asked the master again, "That being the case, then our worshipping the sun, isn't it pointless? Could it be that for thousands of years, is the world's remembrance of the deceased just empty?" Buddha smiled. The answer he is about to reveal will make everyone live and die have a whole new understanding. This is a matter of life and death. It's not just touching the hearts of everyone here. It is more related to the doubts in the hearts of countless sentient beings. Buddha looked around. I saw the disciples and the male too, staring intently at themselves. He made his own profound beginning. So far, even what you said is good. From the surface, the living really cannot directly perceive the existence of the dead. It is difficult for the dead to know the worship of the living. But that doesn't mean that worship is pointless. Everything in the world seems to be independent. They are like rivers on the earth. Although they each run, has its own trajectory, but it all ends up in the ocean. All good thoughts and deeds in the world are the same. Will generate induction in the 6 realms of reincarnation. Speaking of which, the Buddha pointed to a flock of birds outside the window and continued, "You see, these birds don't speak human language, but they can feel the kindness of people. When people treat them with kindness, they will get close to humans. When people have malicious intentions, they will fly away. Same reason. When you know that you miss your past loved one sincerely, this intention will naturally turn into merit, transmitted into the 6 realms through the power of cause and effect. The beginning of the Buddha is like seeing the sun through the clouds. Let everyone pay attention to the deceased. Can relatives know the worship of Maudgalyayana? This question, have a new understanding? Nanda heard this. Doubt in the heart, more eager to get answers. He couldn't help but ask Master, "So how should we worship? Can this intention be better conveyed?" The Buddha looked kindly at Nanda and said that sincerity is the soul. The best worship is not the physical incense first tribute, but to pursue the king with good deeds. Cultivation without losing the realm. These are the true sacrifices. Just like you have been poor all these years, this is the best way to pay homage. Your good deeds not only benefit all beings. There must be a king. The cycle of life and death is a law of nature. Instead of fixating on whether the dead know our worship, it's better to live in the moment. Commemorate the messenger with practical actions. When you do good deeds, this merit will naturally generate induction in the 6 realms. It's like the moonlight shining on the earth. Although the moon doesn't mean to illuminate anything, but his light will naturally illuminate every corner. Hear what the Buddha said. The female traitor suddenly realized. He said excitedly that it was so. The significance of worship is not whether the king can know. It's about how the living actually act. To convey this message, this understanding, it goes way beyond the simple know it or not. Nanda was also deeply moved by the beginning of Buddha. He got it. I have been obsessed with my parents before. Can you know your own defeat? But it misses what's really important. Own heart and heart. The best sacrifice is not just a form of expression. It's about the goodness within. Since then, Nantuo was more active in giving charity. He turned his thoughts of his parents into practical actions. He not only continued to be poor. I often go to help those in need. He uses his actions, practicing my mother's dying instructions. In this way, I also trace my parents, Buddha. The beginning of 2. Not only did it answer the doubts of Maudgalyayana and Nantuo, stronger the deep connection between life and death. He told us that, although life and death are the greatest issues in life, but we should not be simple to know or not. In our lives, often because of the thoughts of losing a loved one, and get caught up in whether they can know, in the confusion of our worship. But the Buddha's wisdom makes us understand. The most important thing is that we live in the moment. Preserve the memory of the deceased with good thoughts and good deeds. Every one of our good thoughts, every good deed is like a heart-shaped fire. Although it may seem small, but it can come together into a powerful force. Sensing in the 6 realms of samsara. This profound truth transcends the limitations of time and space, directly to the deepest confusion in the heart. He has unlocked people for thousands of years. Doubts about worship shows us another way in time. Under the care of Buddhism, life and death are no longer divided ends. It's connected through good intentions and good deeds. We don't have to be torn. Can the dead know about our worship? We should be focusing more on how to make your own life become more meaningful, how to pass on and carry forward with practical actions, good thoughts and good deeds. This may be the conclusion that the Buddha had to tell us. Extreme wisdom. The meaning of life is not to cling to the past. It's about being bright in the present. We should cherish the present moment. Treat others with compassion. New life with wisdom. Let your life bloom brilliantly in good thoughts and good deeds. This way, we can not only let our hearts get peace, it can also bring true comfort to the deceased loved ones. Thank you for watching this video. Through the teachings of the Buddha, we got it. The significance of worship is not whether the king can know. It's about how we do it with kindness and compassion. Transform thoughts into practical actions. Let's live. Continue to convey this compassion and wisdom. Live out the true light.